Now, this is something that I have been promoting a little bit recently. Unfortunately, their lifetime deal has ended to the most of my knowledge. And however, still a great platform. I want to show you a new feature that was released because there's one thing that continued to irk me was that whenever you go into an all-in-one platform, you're going to have to give up some things that you like, right? But there are some features of specific platforms like Thrivecart and Samcart, all these amazing selling platforms that you don't want to have to give up. And the biggest feature of that for me was in the selling flexibility with bump offers and upsells and downsells and all of that good stuff. So one of those concerns is now taken care of. It's almost there. I want to show you how Influencersoft has implemented their order bumps. Now, order bumps are different than upsells because in upsells, when they go through the entire checkout process, they click the buy button, and on the next page, on the thank you page, they're going to get another opportunity to buy something. This is awesome, but it's also one more step in the process. Order bumps are beautiful little check boxes right there on the checkout form. There's no additional page loading. There's very little for you to have to do to implement them, and they can convert incredibly well. All right, so I'm going to show my screen here and put my little picture-in-picture on, probably down here. And let me just build a very basic sales page here. It'll be a one-page funnel style page, and I'll show you that now when you're here and you're selecting out your product, I'll move myself over there. You can select your product. Let's say you're going to sell a course bundle for $1, just a little example here. And then if you wanted to offer a bump offer as well, now they have this new feature where I can say, all right, offer a bump, and it'll let you choose the product you want to sell here. So let's say, for example, the bump might be this affiliate bonus for $47. You can add in some text, and I'll show you where all this goes. Let's go ahead and build out the basics of a page first, and then we can show you all the different features of the bump process. So we're going to build out a simple page. I'll start with a blank canvas. Let's just go blank. And I will create a new page here. And if you have any questions about the bump feature, let me know in the comments. Be happy to address that with you. All right, so here we are on a very simple page. I'm just going to delete some of this block, and let me add in a section. I'll just make this a very simple one-section page. Pull in a blank section. And then inside of this section, let's add a little bit of text that simply says, buy this amazing thing at this amazing price. I'm a great salesman, aren't I? Make it big text. Bold it, centerline it. All right, that's my sales page. I'll remove this section. And now let me add in my order form. And I don't like how wide it is, so I'll put some indents on either side. And kind of scrunch this guy in like so. All right, that looks good. Now for the form designer, I'll go ahead and choose what I want to show up. I want them to see the item that they're buying, so they know like what's going on there. Maybe I want to collect also country, address, city, state, and zip, if you'd like to. All right, that's good enough. All right, so I've got my form here, and I probably want to change this text to complete my purchase, something of that effect. Great. So I'll save this. And now let's take a look at how this appears now that there's a bump offer. Now I've done zero styling to anything on the bump. I'll just get out of here for now. Let me save, turn the funnel on, and let's preview it. All right, so buy this amazing thing. So you can see it'll put the item, the original item, the main item you're trying to sell up there at the front. But now there's a little button down here that'll say one-time offer, and you can add this to your order with a simple check box, okay? So I'm not a huge fan of the default styling here. We can definitely improve this because to me that green button shouldn't look like a button. So what I want to do, let's see, how do I want to make this a little bit clearer? I'll probably make this yellow so it doesn't look so much like a button but more like a you're trying to capture their attention. So let's come back over and start doing a little bit of styling here. And then down on the button, the background color here, let's make that yellow. and hit save. And a little pro tip, something I always like to do, is I like to have the page that I'm working on loaded in a different tab so that as I'm working through, I can quickly see the changes as I'm going through. All right, so that already looks a little bit better to me, but I want to make the text black now. So let's come back over, make the text, I think right here, and that's border. It's the border style. Here we go. And I'm still kind of discovering some of this. I might need to make the text black right here. And you can change the text here. So one-time offer only $37. You can change the style, maybe make the border a little thicker, make it a 3 pixel, and I'll make it dashed. And let's make it red. Text align, I want to align it to the left. And then this is going to be inside of the text down here. So here I want to say, actually describe the thing. Hey, would you like to get 1,000 ideas for your next product so you can launch faster and easier? Click the box above to add this to your order for only $37. And let me kind of change the styling here, and I can also change the size of this text, so I might take all of this and make it maybe like a heading 5. And let's see some of the changes we just made here. All right, so now you can see I've increased the size of the text, I've kind of changed it around, I've made this very hard to ignore, which I think is pretty useful, and I can add it on. All right, so a downside of this is I think this is just released, so I'm sure they're going to be continuing to tweak it, make it a little bit better. I would like to see that when I check this box, I get some sort of indication of what my new total order value is, because right now it still only shows the primary product. But again, this is an early release, so I'm sure this is going to get a little bit better over time. I would also, ideally I'd like to be able to offer multiple bump offers. I know there's other platforms out there that allow you to kind of give them a few different options of what they'd like to add on to the purchase process. So, but again, those are small little quibbles. I do think the most important one is they should be able to see both the bump offer and the main product added here. So that's kind of a note to the team. That will definitely be a huge benefit. The other thing that I'm running ads to Influencersoft pages myself, and it all works pretty well. It all works great. However, now that the bump offer is added, there's going to need to be a little bit better for the Facebook marketing guys like myself, where we want to be able to make sure we're tracking the revenue earned more accurately. So that's something that is certainly coming. It will be improved. The team has it. But right now, if I were to make it to the thank you page, it's kind of hard to tell Facebook if they bought this or not. So that's something that is a bit more on the advanced users. 99% of the people, when they're first getting started, won't need to worry about that, but it's something I thought I'd let you guys know about. All right, so I'm not going to make the purchase here. Essentially, what would happen is the exact same thing with before upsells. So if you wanted to offer an upsell after, you can drag an upsell page in and design that. Otherwise, it'll go to a very basic standard thank you confirmation page and show you that your order was completed. So it all works. What you do is the product settings of the bump. Where is it? Over here, you can go through and edit all your product settings, add them to specific lists, add them to courses, whatever you need to do can happen on either the main product or the bump offer, and that makes it super easy. It's very universal the way that it's being handled, which I think they've done a good job. Few small tweaks, but again, for version 1.0, I think it's a pretty solid option. I am offering a free funnel if you are interested in giving it a try. For I think $1, you can try for 14 days, and I'll show you all the bonuses you get. Let me go over here, start.incomemesh.com. You can go to the link that should be in the description of this video, or start.incomemesh.com/influencersoft, and then I'll kind of walk you through a little bit of why I'm interested in this platform, why it's working quite well. And even though the lifetime deal has ended, I think that the price you get, especially as your list starts to grow and you start to have 10,000, 20,000 people on your list, this deal is incredibly value oriented, and it's a solid option. So you get a lot of bonuses and a free funnel as well. So hope that is a helpful little quick news reel for you on what's going on in the marketplace. Super exciting. Is Influencersoft the perfect platform for all people? No, I'm not going to tell you that. Of course I'm not. But if you just want to be able to sell a course and you don't want to deal with 4 different platforms, and I will say the onboarding process with Influencersoft, it's got a little ways to go. There are some bugs that some people are experiencing when they're first getting started. So if you can push through that initial setup process, I think it's a solid platform long term. And as we can see, even though their launch phase is over, they're actively developing it. I mean, bump offers is no small feat to implement, and they got that out relatively quickly. So I think they're on a very, very good trajectory. All right, that's it for me, guys. And I see Theo's here. Hey, buddy. And I hope you all appreciated that quick little update. If you have any questions, or if you have anything you want me to cover specifically, maybe it's between Influencersoft and a different platform, let me know, and I'd be happy to provide some value for you on this channel.